Hey, Old Boar here. Welcome back to Volchoria. I have finally put in all of the train lines. Let's just say the train tracks. There's a few little places where I don't have stations. I think the only ones are on these little islands. And so it's time to start populating out our city. And we have train lines coming in and going out to all parts of the map. Because we have this brand new train station. This is an inner city train coming in. This train is going to the airport. This one's going to Ivy Peak. This is going to Madison Island. So this new asset is really something special. You know, and I was thinking about people who might not have access to that asset or might not want to use it. You could just use 2 regular train stations. Two regular train stations back to back. You'd have 6 lines. You have to put a road in between them, and that'll give you 6 tracks. And you can see that I have that inside lane is for cargo. Could come in from the airport and cross over these crossover tracks and come down into the industrial area to our cargo harbor even, or into this rail yard if we had those tracks hooked up, which is probably something I want to do here. Just an underground connection. It's got a long tunnel on this, but that's okay. Might bring this in a little earlier. Don't want these very close to one another. Would be best to stretch this. This is our crossover here. It'd be best to stretch this all the way out as far as you can go. Either that or put it in earlier, giving about half a train length. And I think we're just going to leave it like that. Yeah, that way this cargo can come across on any one of these tracks and get into this area here, these 2 areas. So I've always had my eye on this little place over here to begin populating. Brierwood is what this is called. And just some little detailing and fixing of things. Like this little hump here. Take care of some of this. This is okay. This is kind of a retaining wall in the water. Probably want to pause your game for this. And thinking about how to populate Brierwood. This is basically our arterial road, which is basically highway. This is our collector road, and now we want to populate out this little area here just to get some people into the game. And we have the transportation network to handle it. Got our train station, cargo coming through, and quite high demand. I like to keep an entire space for sound. Don't want to get too close to those. Maybe just a little bit more. Keeping that distance from the highway there. We might just take a little road up into the hills here. Let's see, we have a bridge. And just back up here just a bit. Just to give ourselves a little bit of a place to put maybe some special housing. Film actor mansion. See what that's going to look like. Probably want to level that out. Give him a little bit of a view towards Brierwood. Film actor mansion. Nice. Nice asset. We could just straighten this up a little bit. with the straight track. And he needs electricity. He should be okay with electricity. Okay, he is. He's okay with electricity. And then these little streets curve on the side of this mountain. Yeah, welcome to the old boar. Sit back, relax. Take a deep breath. Just some little organics. Organically shaped. Right up onto the hill. Might just come up to that and connect those two roads. Just Brierwood. That's what this is. I'm liking it. I'm liking Volchoria. I'm liking these mountains. Got this strange, unidentified object looking down on us there. Just the little details that you don't have time to work out when you're putting in these backbone structures for future population. That's just the way I'm playing City Skylines too. But in my, this is up on a little hill here. I guess it's okay. But in my transportation network first, give it a little bit of a backbone, and now I'm going to come back through and populate this area out. And I want to keep away from the train line as well. Now the way I do this is I'm going to estimate where I would come to where I'm not going to come into these zoning squares at the angle where my both of my blue circles are getting into this zoning square and this one. I don't want to lose those zoning squares there. And I'm putting the edge of the blue circle up to the edge of those zoning squares. This is near the water treatment plant, so we might not want to build there. And we could take one of these across, get ourselves some more zoning. And then this is the airport way by road, and it probably needs just a little bit of this. It's probably okay. I think I'm just gonna leave it. It might be okay. I didn't leave it. And so we started out about 23,000 in population. Maybe it was about 22 something when we started this. And we'll just see how far we can go. This is another little area maybe for one of those houses right up on this hill, but Not for sure I would build a house looking out over this highway interchange. And this is just more residential here, which probably can be done like this. Don't want to break that zoning, but I did. It's okay. Got this little area here. I'm going to go ahead and take it at that little bend there. And take this one. And then this one. And do the same, which is just stretching these up on the hills. This actually could reach around, and I'd have to raise my bridges in order to put in shipping or boats of any kind. That's kind of a nice little feature there. And low density housing. Now, I would sometimes plop these, but I want to get some population in to try to start to test the transportation network. This isn't going to work here. You're going to have to put a park in here, which is what you should be doing. Let's see how big this large park is. It's good. This will be okay. I don't think I want this or that. Maybe just to there. This is a little bit too much. This should raise us about, this little town should raise us up to about 25,000. The zoning doesn't look like it works too well on these little roads. It's a 3x3 house. This is a 2x2 house. This is a 3x3 house. There it is. We don't want one there. This will be okay. And maybe one little house right there on the edge. Lost that zoning there. And we'll just put a few little 3x3s here. And I don't want anything near this highway here. Little neighborhood popping in. That's how quick you can put in city. When you say, what about commercial? Well, it's going to go over here, and I'm not going to do a lot of it. I want to drive these people into the city for their major commercial. We'll just do this and just this. Minimalistic houses. And not with that T. I don't want a lot of wonkiness on these houses. Okay. Low density commercial. It's going to be okay about right here, not there, right here, right here. And just some in here. Large plaza. Probably here. Your large plaza. Game is running so good. And we'll leave this one to kind of settle. And I want to be checking the train lines to this particular station. This is the Brierwood. Brierwood train station. Do I have a train line to this? Subway, extra platforms, taxi stop, station services. And we're 2 million over budget. This is quite a little hill here. Didn't notice this. It's okay. And the taxis are bringing people in. It's okay. And we might do a little bit of this just to give some people to place to work. Low density offices. That's what would be back in this little area. Let's add another one here. Low density offices. 6. We'll just try a little 3 there. Yep, super relaxing. I just love it. Like to see what pops in. And here comes our citizens. He decided to change his mind there at the last minute. This is Brierwood. They just put in all of these little makeshift houses. Give some people some place to live until they can build it up over time. And we need to get postal out. Whoops. Don't run over the bear. And did he stop for the bear? Almost. Thought he was going to stop for that bear. I've been debating on whether to take the animals out of the game, but I just like them. There's so many dogs. There is a mod, the No Dogs mod. And we have a new traffic mod, which I have not played with yet. It's replacing the other mod, which is, I'm not going to remember the name of it, but this is like Traffic Manager President Edition, and I don't want to click it because I don't know how stable it is. But we probably need to do away with that little piece there. It may have gone up into this little hill here. And this could use some populating, I guess. But this is Brierwood. And hopefully we will get people to come across and take that train. Typically in City Skylines 1, if your train station is on the other side of your populated place, people don't seem to know it's there, but hopefully they've worked that out, or they're going to work that out. So thanks for watching The Old Boar Plays City Skylines 2. Take care now.